Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we are taking a look at the Klim Keweenaw Bib available at RevZilla.com. So the Keweenaw Bib is getting an upgrade for 2017, and really what we're going to say is this is going to be a mild style update. What you're going to see is you're going to see the key loop move from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, and you're going to see the pockets go to more of a horizontal slash as opposed to the vertical pocket that we saw on the older version. Now keep in mind, the Keweenaw is kind of like a transitional piece from Klim. For Klim's snowmobile apparel, what we're really seeing are two different options. There's a non-insulated option and an insulated option, and the Keweenaw, it splits the difference. So what we're seeing here is more localized insulation where you need it most, while it gives you less insulation where you don't. And it does have the matching Keweenaw parka, which is going to share a lot of the same similarities with this. So sizing is the first thing that we're going to hit on because it's going to be very generously sized. Buzzsaw on my left-hand side stands at 6 foot, weighs in at 215 pounds, 46-inch chest, wears his jeans in a size 38-32, and according to Klim's size chart, he should be in an extra large for this. We've actually sized him down to a large, and it fits him spot on. And keep in mind, he's actually wearing these as an overpants, so he's got jeans on underneath this. So when you are looking at Klim's size chart, whatever it recommends for you, bump down one full size. The other thing of note is the length on this. Sizes will range from a small up to a 3XL, but from medium to 3XL, you have a short option, and from medium to 2XL, there's going to be a long option. So Buzzsaw's inseam is 32, and you can see it fits him spot on with the regular length. If you're running a 34 to a 36-inch inseam, then you would want to consider bumping up to the long option. If you're at a 28 to a 30-inch inseam, you might want to consider bumping down to the short option. Just keep in mind those options are available for you, and there are two colors available. There's a black version, and Buzzsaw is sporting the gray option. Now, we talked earlier about Klim and the fact that they're running an insulated and non-insulated snow line. Really what we're seeing with the Keweenaw around that $440 price point is this is giving you insulation, but it's also giving you enough of a break from the insulation that it is going to work for you active sledders out there as well. And because you're going to have this massive two-way zip for entry on the left-hand and right-hand side of the legs, you can also open that up to get a little bit of airflow for cooling relief as well. So this is going to be something that's going to be that middle line split from Klim. But if you want to bump up to something that's going to give you maximum insulation for you sledders out there that are spending most of your time, commuting back and forth in your sleds in more of an East Coast cold, wet environment, you could consider bumping up to the Rowan. The Rowan is going to maximize your insulation, it's going to maximize your Gore-Tex, and it's going to give you all the premium points that are going to be an upgrade over the Keweenaw. So let's start with that. Let's break down what you're getting with the Keweenaw Bib. And like I said earlier, this is going to mirror the Keweenaw parka. So if you're already using the parka, this would be a nice complement for that, or vice versa. So main construction of the body is a 200D nylon. It's lightweight while still being durable and rugged enough to handle the adventures that you might come across when you're out there on your sled. The Gore-Tex layer in this is a 2-layer performance shell from Gore-Tex. And really, anytime you hear Gore-Tex name, you already know this, right? It's guaranteed waterproof for life. That's what Gore-Tex gives you. But it also gives you breathability. And when you get up into their performance shell, it's going to be a 2-layer. So it's not the most breathable option. That's what you get when you get up to like the Rowan. But with that 2-layer performance shell, this is still going to be something that's going to take all that sweat, that moisture that builds up against your skin, and it wicks it away. It pulls it from your skin, and it helps it to evaporate. Because the last thing you need is all that moisture sitting against your skin, especially in those cold months. It's going to cause you to get cold easily, despite the amount of insulation that you have throughout the entire bib and the matching parka. So just keep that in mind. That's really what you're getting with Gore-Tex when we're getting into these winter months. It's not just that waterproof protection, it's getting all of that moisture away from your skin. And then when we talk about the insulation with this, it's going to use dual layers of thin slit insulation. It's not going to be the thin slit platinum that we're going to see if we bump up to the Rowan, but it's going to be your base thin slit G, 180 grams to 200 grams throughout, and it's going to be localized. They're going to figure out exactly where they want to add extra insulation to maximize warmth, and then in areas where you don't need it, they're going to kind of strip some of that away and they knock it back down to 180 grams. When you get up into the Keweenaw parka, they're going to go up to 300 grams in some places, but again, it will mirror that localized insulation. Starting with the top and kind of pulling through, the one thing you'll notice, there is a main zip entry point that's going to start all the way at the top of the bib and then work down. You're also going to have one asymmetrical pocket on the left-hand side. And as you work down, like I said earlier, the main change that we're going to see, the style update for the Keweenaw for 2017, is they've taken that attachment for your key point and they've moved it from the left side over to the right side for that attachment. If you are running this on a sled, you can attach your key to that. And then you're going to have YKK water-resistant zips for dual hand warmer pockets on either side of the bib. As we work our way down to the knee, the one thing of note here is that there are temper foam pads included in the knee. They are removable. So if you want to, you can pull those out and you can upgrade to D3O for extra knee protection as well, just to give you that extra bit of reinforcement at the knee in case you tumble off the sled, or perhaps you're just kneeling down a lot. Maybe you're going out to check traps or something along those lines and you're going to be kneeling down on a regular basis. That little bit of extra knee protection is a nice little touch from Klim. Buzzsaw, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you face sideways for me, and we're going to talk about the full-length zip. You're going to have dual YKK water-resistant zips, so you can either open it from the bottom or the top. For venting, you can open it from the top a little bit. You can see, like I said earlier, Buzzsaw is wearing this over top of his pants. You can wear it as a standalone option. You can wear it as an overpant the way the Buzzsaw is. And you can use the top part of the zip if you want to get a little bit of extra air ventilation pushing through. If you start to overheat, that's an option for you. From the bottom, and you can see Buzzsaw is wearing the matching Klim snow boots with this. Because of the fact that this is a full zip, you can get this on and off with the boots already on, so you don't have to worry about taking the boots on and off to get your bib on and off. And as we open this up, you'll notice there is going to be a snow cuff on this, very similar to what we've seen from the snow skirt. So if you watch the Keweenaw parka, you notice that they have that snow skirt, which works very nicely to make sure you're not having any moisture, snow, rain, sleet push up underneath the parka. We're going to see the same thing mirrored here. You're going to have a snap at the bottom, and it's going to be a nice articulated fit. And then your Velcro works all the way up, so you don't have to worry about any of the moisture pushing up from the boot, any of the air, and it just maximizes all of your comfort with this particular piece. Zipping that back down, you do have that single snap at the bottom, and you can see right there, we pop that back into place. Buzzsaw, I'm going to have you go ahead and face backwards for me. So starting with the top, working our way through this, you will notice along the waist on this, they've added a Lycra Stretch, and I really like the fact that they put the Lycra just in one localized spot on either side, just to maximize the comfort. So if you do have a little bit of a belly on you, you are in that seated position, you don't feel like this is kind of restraining you from being able to be mobile when you're out there on your sled. A little bit of the Klim bubble butt coming into play. And then as you look down, the one thing of note, as we've seen Klim mature over the past few years, they've really moved away from their overall branding. The branding used to just be in your face, very kind of aggressive, and they've toned it down a lot. So you have one small little K for the Klim, pops reflectivity at the back of the leg, very nice, clean lines. Buzzsaw, please face forward for me. So for riders out there that are looking to match their Keweenaw parka with a bib, or perhaps you're just looking for a bib to update over a previous version that you've been wearing, this is going to give you that combination of both warmth as well as comfort to make sure you're not overheating, but you're still able to be active. So there's a lot of riders out there that are utilizing different pieces in Klim snow apparel, and if you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there using Klim gear on their sleds. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks, give them a shout at 877-792-9455, or simply type an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Klim Keweenaw Bib. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.